New horror story. The wrong job. I've worked in the same factory for 7 years, and I still don't know what we're making. That sounds impossible, I know, but it's true. Every worker is assigned a single task: cutting, sanding, welding, packing. No one sees the entire process. No one asks questions. We punch in, do our piece, and the product disappears down the line into sealed boxes. The boxes are loaded onto black trucks that arrive at midnight. No company logos, no license plates, just headlights in the fog. Once, I asked my supervisor what we were building. He stared at me like I'd committed a crime. His face didn't move, except for his lips, whispering, "Don't think, just work." After that, no one else would even stand near me. The parts themselves are strange. They don't look like metal or plastic. Some feel soft like cartilage. Others are smooth like polished bone. I once had to sand down a piece that looked disturbingly like a human jaw stripped of teeth. I convinced myself it was coincidence. But the smell wasn't industrial, it was biological. One night I was scheduled for a late shift. The factory floor was empty except for me and the conveyor belt, carrying sealed crates into the loading area. My curiosity burned hotter than my fear. I pried one open with a crowbar. Inside was not machinery, not electronics, not even tools. It was a mask, but not plastic, not rubber. It was sewn from faces, human faces. Stitched together with black wire, the eyes still wet, the skin sagging. I vomited on the spot. When I turned, my supervisor was standing in the shadows. His voice was flat. "Now you've seen too much." But he didn't stop me. He didn't call security, he just smiled. That smile followed me for days. I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. I needed answers. The next week, I broke into the restricted wing of the factory. The air was heavy, damp, almost alive. The walls pulsed faintly as if something beneath the concrete was breathing. I passed room after room filled with open crates, thousands of them. Some contained piles of children's shoes, others rosaries, snapped in half. Crucifixes bent until the metal screamed. One box was filled with nothing but tongues. And then I found the central chamber. It was vast, a cathedral of steel and flesh. In the center stood a machine, taller than any building I've ever seen. Belts and gears turned endlessly, grinding matter into shapes I couldn't comprehend. Giant screens flickered on the walls, showing streets, houses, people. At first, I thought they were surveillance feeds. I recognized my neighborhood, the diner I used to eat at, the school I once attended. But the angles were wrong. The details shifted slightly, like bad reflections in water. Then I realized, these weren't recordings, they were fabrications. The factory wasn't producing objects. It was producing entire realities. On the largest screen, I saw my own house, my wife at the window, my son playing on the floor. But I was here, in the factory, watching, which meant what I saw wasn't real. It was the product. I stumbled back, choking on my breath. Other screens lit up around me, showing cities, oceans, faces I didn't know. Thousands of them, millions, all false. All manufactured. I screamed, demanding to know why. The supervisor stepped out from the shadows, his smile wider than ever. "Don't you get it?" he whispered. "We don't build machines. We build lives. Every box shipped, every product sealed. It's another illusion. Another world stitched together." He leaned close, his eyes hollow. "And you were never a worker here. You were just another product." I tried to deny it, but my memories began unraveling, peeling away like rotten wallpaper. Punching in, working the line, going home. None of it was real. I wasn't part of the factory. I was part of the shipment. And if that's true, then so are you. Because if you're listening to this, we made you. Thank you for listening. If you really liked the story, please like the video and subscribe for more.